Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and today the video is going to be basically I got tagged by a friend of mine named Deniz. His YouTube channel is Deniz Reviews. I'll leave a link down below so you can check him out. I highly recommend that you go subscribe to him. He has some great videos and some great out and about stuff where you can see what the Netherlands looks like around his house. It's really interesting. So this tag is called the Coffee Film Tag, and you'll understand what that means as I progress into the tag, and afterwards I'll be tagging a couple of more people so we can try to get this thing continuing on, and we can learn some things about the other YouTube community, people who are big horror fans. So the very first one that I want to do is and I got my notes here, forgive me because I can't remember all of these tags, but the first one is called Black Coffee. Okay, and this is a film you love, but it's not easy to get into. Okay, so I kind of thought about a slow burner, I guess you would call it. Okay, so I chose The Innkeepers as my slow burner there. I really love this movie. I tend to like ghost stories. Amityville was really creepy, especially the pig with the red eyes. But we're not talking about the Amityville. We're talking about The Innkeepers. The story is basically this guy and this girl who run this bed and breakfast type inn, and they've got this side project which is ghost hunting, and they do some kind of going to different places in ghost hunting, but they've never actually ran into a real ghost before, so that's kind of the setup. The guy has his own website, and the guy's kind of a jerk. The girl's really sweet, but they get this customer in. I think she's a movie actress, but she has become a medium or something like that, or she could have been a book author. I can't remember exactly what she was. I think she was a book author. So anyways, the story revolves around them ghost hunting in this inn that they're running, and the inn's in financial troubles, and they'll be having to close it soon. But it was slow to get started. It kind of built up the story before it got to the really scary parts. But I really love this movie. Again, I tend to like movies with really great stories and less special effects and CG. So the story carries the film, and I thought it was a great film. So that's my Black Coffee. Okay, next film will be, what do we got here? Will be the Peppermint Coffee, okay? And that is a favorite Christmas holiday movie. Now, some of these questions are kind of hard to keep it horror, but so this is basically a film tag, not a horror film tag. I'll try to keep it as horror as much as I can, but for Christmas film, you know, I could go to the Silent Night, Deadly Night. Dennis already did that. I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to go to a film that me and my family watch every Christmas, and we kind of adapted it as our own family name Christmas, and that is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So the Griswold family Christmas, we always adapt that as our Christmas party, the Griswold, because we got so many interesting characters in our family. But great film. I know everybody's probably seen this. It's funny as hell. Just a great Christmas holiday film. Will get you in a good Christmas spirit and also make you laugh your pants off. So that's my Christmas film. Next one will be, drum roll please, Hot Chocolate. And Hot Chocolate is your favorite children's movie. Now, I kind of went back and forth on this one. I've got two children's films that I really love, and one is The Secret Garden, and the second one is The Little Princess. And I chose The Little Princess simply because the story is fantastic. Okay, if you haven't seen this movie, it's a very old movie, and the remake is the one that I fell in love with. But go watch this movie. It's really good. It's a tearjerker. The little girl is just a great actress in it, and the scenes that cut to the Buddhist part of it where they're sitting on the Buddha's head in the lake. That is just fantastic cinematography. I love that part. But anyway, it's a girl in a orphanage, and the orphanage owner is really mean to them, and she always says that every young lady is a little princess no matter what their situation is, so you have to act accordingly. So really great movie. I highly recommend that you go check that out. Next one in the line is Double Espresso, and the tag for that one is a movie that holds your interest through the whole movie, and that has to be Halloween 3 for me. Yeah, I'm probably going to get some backlash on this one, but it is actually my favorite Halloween out of all the Halloweens. And just the sci-fi horror mixture in it just really was so cool to me. And the song is catchy. I mean, we were singing that song forever. But that is the movie for me that kept my attention and through the whole movie. I love that movie, Halloween 3. Okay, next one will be Starbucks. A movie you've watched more than any. That's a very easy one. And that is the original Star Wars. In fact, when me and my cousin were growing up, we had a little running contest going on. And of course I saw this in the theater originally when it first came out. And we had this contest to see who could see this movie the most in the theater. Well, actually my cousin won. I saw the movie about 13 or 14 times. I can't remember. It's been quite a while ago. And I remember my cousins very clearly. He saw it 23 times in the theater and countless other times after that. So that has got to be the movie that I have seen the most. Star Wars, original Star Wars. Okay, next one will be HIPSTER Coffee. Now, HIPSTER Coffee is an indie or a foreign film shout-out. And that would be a film that is made by Akira Kurosawa, a Japanese director, and that movie is called Dreams. It is a collection of short stories. I think there's 4 stories in it, and it kind of follows the 4 seasons. Each film has kind of a theme of the 4 seasons. It does have some horror elements in it, actually. There's a ghost brigade of soldiers where this one soldier is kind of broken up because he caused his whole platoon to get killed. Another one is about some demons from the mountain. The cinematography on this will blow you away. If you have never seen Akira Kurosawa's Dreams, I highly recommend that you go to the movie store and either buy it or rent it, because you will want to add it to your collection after you've watched this. So that is my HIPSTER Coffee film. Next is Oops, I Got Decaf. What's the point? It's like drinking non-alcoholic beer, huh? What's the point? And Oops, I Got Decaf is a movie that disappointed you. Okay? Movie that disappointed me is Blair Witch 2. So, I've talked about how much I like the original Blair Witch before, so I had high hopes for the number 2, and wow, I went in with big expectations, and I left with like a dog with his tail between his legs. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. I get what they were going for. I get they were trying to ride the coattails of the original. It didn't work at all. So that's my Oops, I Got Decaf. Okay, next film will be A Perfect Blend. Okay, and that is a bittersweet mix that seems perfect. And that would be Phantasm for me. Great movie, great memories, brings me back to my childhood. Just perfect movie. I mean, the soundtrack is amazing. The movie is amazing. Again, my love for the mixture of horror sci-fi is in there. The tall man is just an amazing enemy, foe, anti-alias, whatever you want to call him. Just a great show. The characters in it are, you just fall in love with the characters. Reggie, he's great. The Ball is just a classic. Great movie. That is my perfect blend. Okay, next will be Coffee with Your Sugar. Very sweet there. A movie you love a little too much. And I'm going to have to go with my favorite movie of all time. And that will be Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I remember first seeing this movie, and it just blew me totally away. I mean, after that, I had this huge interest in UFOs, and still to this day do. I wished I was there with the people on the mountain watching these things come over. Ever since I saw that, I wanted to see a UFO. So that movie is my #1 of all time. I love it. I've seen it millions of times. Exaggerating there. Anyways, great movie. If you haven't seen that movie, you need to kick yourself in the butt. Yeah. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Get it. Next one will be, last one actually. Friends Don't Let Friends Have Starbucks. That is a movie you tell others to avoid. This one could have went a lot of ways actually, but I chose probably the worst one I've ever seen, and that is Night of the Lepus. Lepus. Okay, if you don't know about this film, it's about a bunch of carnivorous rabbits. Yes, I said it, rabbits. How can a rabbit be scary? Well, it can't, and that's why the movie was horrible. So, terrible, absolutely terrible. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes makes this movie look terrible, okay? So that's saying a lot. So there you go. There's my coffee film tag. And next I'm going to tag Horror Fan Man. You're up next, buddy. I'm going to tag Todd E Walnuts. I know you're busy, Todd, so if you don't have the time, it's cool. And the third person I'm going to tag is Giving Up 96. It's up to you. Let's see what your coffee film tag is going to do. Thanks, guys. I'll leave the links to all these channels in the links below, so check them out. Subscribe to all of them. They're great YouTubers. And if you like this one, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. But subscribe so you can get the videos to your inbox. And I'll see you on the next video. Take care, guys.